Got me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Ah, il aurait dû. Je t'aime. Oh, à la soirée. Oh. Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me.
This is America. Don't get you. Got me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Ah, il aurait dû. Je t'aime. Oh, à la soirée. Oh. Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me.
This is America. Don't get you. Got me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Ah, il aurait dû. Je t'aime. Oh, à la soirée. Oh. Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me.
This is America. Don't get you. Got me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Ah, il aurait dû. Je t'aime. Oh, à la soirée. Oh. Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me.
This is America. Don't get you. Got me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah, I'm sad and know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Ah, il aurait dû. Je t'aime. Oh, à la soirée. Oh. Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop. Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit all eyes on me.
up, guys? Dasher here, and we are live for Shockwave number 170. My voice is still barely hanging in there, so we'll see how long it lasts for the show this evening. Obviously following what was a wild night in Nolans for, well, the aptly named Wild Card. But my friends, we are now officially, if you can believe it, on the road to Ascendance 14. Yes, indeed. Absolution just around the corner. And that means Queen and King of the Hill matchups. Qualifiers kick off right here tonight. But guys, we're getting things started with this World Cup tournament that Shockwave General Manager Adam Valentine has put together. It's a one-night tournament. We have 3 first-round matchups. The 3 winners will compete later tonight in a triple threat match, with the winner of that challenging for the Divine Championship at Ferocity, which is only a few weeks away. Our, of course, annual all-women event, and this World Cup tournament will feature women from all different parts of the world. Amber Briggs, the CMV veteran, representing Canada, while her opponent, a rookie in Genova, will be representing Puerto Rico, which, by the way, is pretty apropos since Ferocity will be live from San Juan, Puerto Rico, as will Absolution. They're both going to be in the same weekend. It's going to be a big weekend. The question also being, though, who's going to be Divine Champion by the time that we get to Ferocity? Who's going to be defending the Divine Championship against the winner of this World Cup tournament? Because in our main event right here tonight, guys, Rubi Ritell will challenge Brina Storey for the Divine Championship. Thanks again, by the way, SJ, you legend, you absolute mad lad, for the gifted subs. I love you. Well, guys, this is a huge opportunity for someone like Genova, who has, I feel like, been steadily oppressing us since the, not oppressing us. I feel like that might have impressing us. I don't feel oppressed anyhow. Since she arrived at the start of this new season, but I'll tell you what, taking a step further by knocking off somebody like Amber Briggs, a former world champion, a shoo-in for the CMV Hall of Fame one day. I mean, here's a young woman in Genova, by the way, who knocked off Danielle Davis when she was still the Divine Champion. So let's not completely discount Genova here as our World Cup tournament gets underway. And oh, wait a minute, perhaps a little bit of sportsmanship here. Amber Briggs offering the handshake, but it was a ploy. Ooh, and Genova is not happy about that disrespect, but referee's going to keep them separated until the bell rings, and here we go. Who's going to advance in the World Cup? Will it be Canada, or will it be San Juan, Puerto Rico? Amber Briggs obviously liking her odds early on. A little bit later on, we're going to see, oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a backbreaker that was right there. Good award from Amber Briggs. But as I was about to say, another World Cup tournament matchup, guys. Actually, the debut of Pat LaFave's newest client, Sydney Mayhem. And what a debut opportunity. She represents America. And, of course, will take on England. Quinn Bell, or Ireland's rather. Ooh, I shouldn't say. Ooh, that might upset some people. I'm going to get myself killed here. Can't get those mixed up. Ireland's Quinn Bell, another CMB legend, of course. As Amber Briggs goes rolling out of the apron. Genova, the high fly. This is not just a clash of, the veteran Amber Briggs and the rookie Genova, but also the power of Briggs and the speed of Genova. A big spinning soul kick. Amber Briggs, though, going to get sent gut first to the side of the steel steps. And yes, indeed, guys, I hope you are enjoying the show here coming at you for the first time ever. 12 years of CMV, baby. First time we are in high definition. Woo! Maybe a couple of decades late, but better late than never, as that old saying goes. HD indeed, as Amber Briggs throws Danova down onto the floor. Count out in effect here in this World Cup tournament. Refs up to 7. Looks like Briggs would be happy to take a count-out win to make it to the finals. That triple threat match with a big drop kick to Nova. Not out of this one just yet. And a double boot stomp to deliver back. Follows up with another, of course, SJ Ray, also going to be in this World Cup tournament. She represents Japan and represents Japan as the new Lucha Libre Magica Women's Champion. So actually representing Mexico in a way as well. Over here with a beautiful straight jacket, swinging neckbreaker into the pin. Well, I know that both Rubi Ritell and Brina Storey are preparing for our main event, but hopefully they're both keeping up with this tournament, because it's going to be one of them defending the Divine Championship against the winner of this tournament at Ferocity in Puerto Rico in just a few weeks. What a kick that was from Amber Briggs. Absolutely loaded episode of Shockwave, guys, to kick off the road to Ascendance 14. No better time to go to HD. Oh! Amber Briggs taken for an 8-second ride, and now all Danova needs is 3 seconds to advance for Puerto Rico. Refs moving slow here, but it doesn't matter. Danova is going to advance to that triple threat match later on tonight, even with a slow count. Puerto Rico over Canada. And Amber Briggs, I think right about now, might be regretting that feigned handshake offer before the match started, because she just got embarrassed by this rookie Danova. Busted open too. Hopefully that's not too bad of a cut, and the Docs get it patched up before that triple threat match. I don't know why the rep was counting slow. Maybe Amber Briggs slipped them a, what do they got up there in Canada, man? I don't know what they'd be using. Do they use USD in Canada? There's some different shit. I don't even think they got roads yet up there, but Danova for Puerto Rico advances to that triple threat match. She might have busted her nose too. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him.
Well, my friends, the World Cup tournament will continue a bit later on, but for now, our first Queen of the Hill qualifier. Yes, it's my favorite time of the year. I can't help but to be giddy, guys. We are officially on the road to Ascendance 14, and as always, the first stop, guys, is Absolution. At Absolution, we have the Queen and King of the Hill matchup, so qualifiers. Right here tonight, of course, for both the women and men, there will be 3 each on Shockwave and Octane. And the final 6 will duke it out. Then the Queen and King of the Hill matchups in San Juan. Absolution to see, guys, who goes to Ascendance 14 for a World Championship opportunity. Oh, I think we just got our first elimination. I think Madison Quinn just eliminated Apathy, if I saw that correctly. I believe so. The Zero-G champion drawing first blood, guys. Apathy has been eliminated. Looks like her bad luck as of late will continue. Let's see who else we got in here, though. Rebecca Starr, who takes out Crystal Violet before going for Madison Quinn. Phoebe Rose, meanwhile, the booty weight in the background, tangoing with Alexia Diamond of the Uncut Gems. Could be a very good night for Uncut Gems. Of course, in our main event, Rubi Ritell challenging Brina Storey for the Vine Championship. It's actually been a good few weeks since we've seen Rebecca Starr in action, guys, because SJ Ray has sort of been hogging the spotlight, if you will. Capturing the Lucha Libre National Women's Championship last weekend in Mexico. But now Starr, perhaps one half of the Tag Team of the Year, former Women's Tag Team Champion, maybe looking for a bit of singles gold herself. Almost eliminated right there by Phoebe Rose. Ooh, what a kick that was. As Madison Quinn might be looking to make another elimination. Got Crystal Violet all jacked up. I've really been trying to figure out Crystal Violet these last few weeks, but to no avail. Remember, she was saved by Selena Santana, guys, when Apathy tried to attack Violet with a steel chair. And how did Violet thank Santana? By attacking her the following week. And now it seems like Violet has almost become infatuated with Apathy. I'm surprised she didn't follow over the top rope. They were so eliminated. I guess we will have our first King of the Hill qualifier here tonight as well. All qualifiers, battle royales, Queen and King of the Hill matchups. We'll solve six-pack challenges, elimination by pin or submission. It will be only the third ever Queen of the Hill match. There's the inaugural winner was Celestia, who went on to not capture the Women's World Championship at Ascendance 12. Last year it was Amber Young who won Queen of the Hill. Also did not go on to capture the Women's World Championship. Failed to defeat Alice Blake in Ascendance 13. Perhaps third time's the charm, they say. Oh, Crystal Violet gonna eliminate Phoebe Rose, maybe. Let the booty weight fighting her way back in. Nicely done. Alexia Diamond looks to be coming off Brett's rope. Multi-time Women's Tag Team Champion double axe handle to Quinn. Recently retained her Zero-G Championship against Su Jin, coming off the loss. Last Shockwave, though, against Asinia Beckett, who will represent Mexico against SJ Ray in the World Cup tournament that's going to come. Alexia Diamond, guys, eliminated by Crystal Violet. Now we are down to 4. Quinn tries to, I have a double elimination on here. Oh, Phoebe Rose. That was a clutch save there, no doubt about it. Madison was so strong. You have to imagine in a battle royal scenario like this. Oh, what a spear! Hang on. And Rebecca Starr looks like she's going to try to take advantage. Violet says, that's my kill. Looking for a second elimination is Crystal Violet. Madison Quinn's out of here. We are down to 3. Huge elimination. That was just as I was trying to gas Madison up a little bit. Who's going to be the first woman to qualify for the Queen of the Hill match? A step toward immortality to headline Ascendance 14 for a World Championship opportunity. Phoebe Rose trying to take out Rebecca Starr. Got her teetering up there, and she's going to, I think, yes. Rebecca Starr eliminated. We are down to the final 2. A little bit shocking, honestly, to see Crystal Violet in the final 2. She's really been coming into her own these last few weeks. And the booty weight Phoebe Rose, guys, who's it going to be? Violet looking for a Hurricane Rana. Just got to get over the top rope, and Violet punches her ticket to what will undoubtedly be the biggest opportunity of her career. Oh, but Phoebe just too strong. Now an Irish whip off the ropes, drop down. Drop down again. Ooh, what a super kick. And as if that's not bad enough, now the booty weight with a thunderous G-spot, or a Z-spot for all my Domenico Zaccardi. heads out there who might still be kicking around. And just like that, Phoebe Rose says, dirt on my shoulders ain't nothing but a thing. The booty weight advances to the Queen of the Hill match. I love that. So Phoebe Rose will be one of the 6 to do battle in the Queen of the Hill match at Absolution. What a showing this was. Just chucked Violet about like it was nothing. I love this right here. Give me more of this. One step closer to a world championship opportunity on the grandest stage of them all here in CMV. What a performance from Phoebe Rose.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. He say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain.
Well, all this talk, my friends, about championship gold, there is certainly only one championship on the mind of this young man. Diamante has the Intercontinental Championship in his sights, and after his very impressive win against Jack Taylor at Wildcard, well, Adam Valentine made it official just earlier today. Next episode of Shockwave, guys, 171, Diamante will get his shot at the Intercontinental Championship. He will challenge Emmett Jones, but tonight, Diamante has to first deal with Emmett's business partner, the former global champion, Kai Victory. There's going to be a lot on the mind of this young man, but can he keep his momentum on the up and up heading into the biggest match of his CMV career next week? We're about to find out, because Kai Victory is nobody to play with. This is what Diamante has been working so hard for. He missed out on the chance thanks to Jack Taylor in that Intercontinental Championship tournament. But after that win at Wildcard, he's impressed enough to get the shot. Will Kai Victory, though, try to throw a wrench in the gears right here tonight? The former global champion, the business partner of Emmett Jones, looking to help out his boy a little bit here. Take away all that momentum Diamante's been building up as of late. It's not the first time these two have squared off. I'd say they're pretty familiar with one another. But like I said, Victory's not somebody you can ever take lightly, and I hope Diamante does not. Last thing he needs is a loss heading into that championship match next episode. Look at Kai Victory in high definition. This is what we've been waiting for. Those thick thighs in HD. Woo! And a little bit surprising to not see Emmett Jones out here in Kai's corner, but from what I was told, Emmett, in only a couple of days it's been since Wildcard, has taken about 20 showers, so he might be taking another one after that dumpster match, of course, in New Orleans. And it looks like these two are going to agree to waste no time, no feeling out process whatsoever. They're going to get right down to the nitty-gritty. They're tearing into each other right away. And that's Emmett who won the match. Imagine Owen O'Rourke. He's probably had himself about 50 showers already. Appleby's probably locked him in the bathroom these last couple of days. Hasn't let him out. Oh, what a kick that was from this young kid, but Victory trying to fire right back. Nicely dodged by Diamante. Oh, tries for a splash, gorgeous, off the second rope. Now he waits for Victory to get to his feet, grab on the back of the head, walked over to the ropes. Irish whip, nicely done there by Victory. Forearm smash, but comes right back at him. Wow! Diamante, man, guys, Wild Card was the personification of resilience when it comes to Diamante. That match with Jack Taylor, I mean, do yourself a favor. There really were so many great matches at Wild Card, but that was certainly up there. Top three, Jack Taylor and Diamante. I mean, Taylor gave Diamante a shellacking. Don't get it twisted. It was very close, but Diamante, he really put his heart on display in that matchup. He's worked so hard, and he's been in CMV now for about over 8 months or so. He debuted right after the 7-13. And everybody else he debuted with, the likes of Mike Maxwell, Ren Martin, have gone on to win championship gold, have gone on to become headliners. Diamante struggled, but not for lack of trying. But here we go. He's finally got his first big opportunity next week. Kai Victory's trying to spit on him here. Oh, look at this illegal choke. Ref's gonna admonish Kai Victory, tell him to chuck that shit out. Put it in the dumpster with Owen O'Rourke before he gets disqualified. Now a pinfall attempt and a kick out before 2. Kai Victory down into the side headlock. Of course, both these men at some point over the next few weeks, along with everyone else on Shockwave, will be a part of the King of the Hill qualifier. I'm sure Kai Victory's really looking at that as a chance to turn things around, because obviously in the business world, Victory's been doing incredible, but so far this new season, Victory's been struggling. He's not been able to get many wins, he's not been able to get many big opportunities. Maybe that changes right here tonight with a pile driver into the pin. Is it good night? Diamante, what a kick out. Incredibly close that was. Diamante tries to get right back into the fight with the fans behind him. Drop down. And just tossed him overhead. Victory quick to make the escape to the outside. Diamante sticking on him though. Like peanut butter on jelly. Huge DDT, but now both men are down on the outside. Referee begins his count. Diamante to his feet. Ref up to 3. Diamante wanted to keep his momentum at an all-time high, heading into that match with Emmett Jones next week for the Intercontinental Championship. Going back into the ring, doesn't want to win by countout. Diamante's not that kind of guy. He's going to try to pin Kai Victory, to pin a former world champion. What a boost that would be with a kick out. Diamante is staring down at Kai Victory. Maybe thinking about going up top. Could be time. Get out your phones. You're going to want a picture of this. Frog splash by Diamante. 1, 2. What a kick out. Talk about a 2.99999. Kai Victory just barely survives. But Diamante going to continue his attack. Dropping Kai Victory chest first across the top rope. But that's just how crafty Victory is. And as we've seen so many times throughout his career here in CMV, just when you think Victory might be down, he comes back. And I'm not just talking about in that ring. Outside the ring as well as a businessman. When he lost Victory Inc., many said that it was going to be all over for Victory, but no, he started a new company. Now he might be even richer than ever, alongside his new business partner, the Intercontinental Champion Emmett Jones. Both men down again. This is a great match. Kai getting to his feet. Of course, Kai Victory, a submission specialist. Many different submissions he's utilized throughout his career. That counter mutilation, various arm bars, figure four. Lately, he's been using that headlock. Diamanta's going back on top. Maybe another frog splash, but also maybe not. Waiting for Victor to get to his feet. Meteora! Diamanta into the pin. Will this be enough? 1, 2. Diamanta perhaps starting to get a little bit frustrated. He can't keep Kai Victory down, but he was getting frustrated here tonight. Imagine next week when it's for the Intercontinental Championship. Diamanta's got to be careful. You're going to start doubting yourself. You might as well lay down in the middle of the ring and let yourself get pinned. Gotta keep those emotions in check. And here you see Kai Victory starting to go to work on the legs. He's trying to soften Diamanta up for that figure four. Maybe another pile driver. Diamanta wants absolutely none of that, though. Great counter. And a knee to the back of the head. And look, guys, Ascendance 13. Kai Victory cashed in the Climb to Fame contract to become global champion. I know Kai would love to have another huge night at Ascendance 14. Maybe become world champion again. Oh, a DDT from Kai! But once more, can he capitalize? He's able to throw his arm just barely over Diamanta's chest. But a kick out at 2. This is a phenomenal match. Diamanta's got to be careful. Well done to get himself over the ropes. That might be just where Kai wants him, though. DDT, what a counter! Diamanta, one of a kind! 1, 2! What does he got to do to keep Kai down, man? You can see again that frustration building. Diamanta, though, laser focus. Oh, runs right into that knee. Kai back into the ring. Diamanta thinks fast. Spear! 1, 2, 3. Diamanta's got it. What a win, but there's Emmett. There he is, and the Intercontinental Champion. Raining on Diamanta's parade. Saying, you want this Intercontinental Championship, here you go. Get up close and personal with it. Laying Diamanta out after his win against Kai Victory, barely any time to celebrate it. While Emmett telling Diamanta, you want this championship, come and get it then. Next, Shockwave, Diamanta, Emmett Jones for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match them more.
Well, let's not take away the fact that Diamanta just pinned a former global champion in Kai Victory. Don't let what Emmett Jones just did distract you from that fact, but that just tells me that Emmett's worried, guys, and maybe he has a right to be. We'll find out next week, but for now, the World Cup tournament continues, my friends. We saw Denova representing Puerto Rico defeat Amber Briggs representing Canada at the top of the show. She advances to that triple threat match later on tonight. Who will join her? This matchup going to see Yesenia Beckett representing Mexico take on the new Lucha Libre Magica Women's Champion, SJ Ray, who represents Japan. And yes, indeed, very unorthodox the manner in which SJ Ray won the Lucha Libre Magica Women's Championship last weekend in Mexico by countout. But apparently that's how they do things over in Lucha Libre Magica. defeated Moreno by countout, but still won the championship. And it was actually after the match that SJ Ray may be feeling bad about that. I don't think she did it on purpose, tried to offer a handshake to Moreno, but wanted nothing to do with that, did the former champion. Told SJ Ray to kick rocks. And I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of Moreno and SJ Ray is concerned, but Ray fully focused on this matchup here tonight because, well, SJ Ray could be looking to have one title over this shoulder, one title over this shoulder. Double champ SJ Ray? Sounds like a plan to me. Obviously, her tag team partner, Rebecca Starr, not faring too well in that Queen of the Hill qualifier a bit earlier. Our final World Cup tournament match a little bit later on, we'll see Sydney Mayhem taking on Quinn Bell. Here comes, oh, it's Madison Quinn, the Zero G champion, on a warpath. Now, come on. Obviously, it was last Shockwave, guys, that Asinia Beckett upset Madison Quinn in a non-title match, and it looks like Quinn getting her link back. Beckett is going to agree to go ahead with this matchup. I don't know if that's necessarily smart, but here we go. The bell is rung, and Asinia Beckett representing Mexico against SJ Ray, who represents Japan, and obviously a huge advantage now, guys, for the Lucha Libre Magical Women's Champion SJ Ray, who you can't really blame Ray for taking advantage. Anybody smart would in her position, but at the same time, you hate to see it. Huge opportunity for Beckett. I mean, let's not count her out just yet. I didn't think she stood a chance because Madison Quinn last Shockwave and she pulled out the upset, so you saw Quinn a part of that Queen of the Hill qualifier earlier. I guess that wasn't enough to keep her down. Beckett with a rope-assisted head scissors, followed up by a dragon twist cutter. Called herself the greatest luchadora in the world a couple weeks ago to Asinia Beckett. I might believe it. The move she's pulling off here on the hunt. Big King Cuerno fan. It only gets a 1 count out of it. And it's more about just the championship opportunity. Obviously, that's the number one thing on these women's minds, but at the same time, it's the pride of representing where you're from. Beckett from Mexico, Ray from Japan, and look at this. Beckett gonna take flight with a spaceman plancha. Insane, and get some well-deserved respect from these fans here in attendance, and this is awesome, chant. Right into the side of the steel steps Ray is set now. Asinia Beckett might consider herself the absolute best luchadora in the world, but SJ Ray is the Lucha Libre Mexico Women's Champion, so might beg to differ. Holy shit! From the very top, guys, to the outside with a snap, crackle, and pop, I believe I heard there. Ray somehow still with the wherewithal to try and counter. Beckett again going to send her down onto the floor, though. Remember, guys, countouts in effect here in this World Cup tournament. SJ Ray won the Lucha Libre Mexico Women's Championship by countout, so Beckett had better be careful here. Countout average from again, guys, the winner of the triple threat match later on. Right here tonight will face whomever is Divine Champion at Ferocity in San Juan, Puerto Rico in just a few weeks. Again, will it be Rubi Ritell or will it still be Brina Storey? Who is the defending Divine Champion? We'll find out in our main events. Shot nicely blocked there. Big punch on Beckett, but Ray just gives it right back to her. And now Asinia Beckett egging SJ Ray on. Is that wise? Here's Ray now, giving it straight back to her. And they're going to go for it. Shot for shots. Who's going to get the upper hand? No, it looks like it will be Asinia Beckett. And the rookie twisting Ray all up into the pin, but it ain't going to be enough to get the win. Big trouble for SJ Ray. I don't think Beckett is finished. Looks like she's setting her up for some variation of a sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. But the Lucha Libre Magica Women's Champion has the key to escape that one, stopping Beckett from trying to go off the ropes into a straightjacket German. Well done by Ray there. Very well done. Now it goes to the corner. This is vintage Ray right here. Super kick, no. Beckett obviously did her homework, guys. Irish whip counters, reversal fast. Drops down this Ray. What a knee. Directly to the face, but man, Beckett just tries to get right back up. This young woman won't stay down. That's kind of the theme of this World Cup tournament. You have Amber Briggs, the veteran, up against the rookie Nova. You got the rookie Cynthia Beckett against the veteran like SJ Ray. And later on, he debuted Sydney Mayhem against an established living legend in Quinn Bell. Cynthia trying to rally these fans here in attendance. Counters the Irish whip, now has Ray in the corner. What is this? Oh my God, a burning hammer! Beckett with a burning hammer, that's gotta do it! 1, 2, kick out! What a match! And again, remember that Cynthia Beckett was jumped by Madison Quinn before this match even started. If you consider that, it's even more impressive. Imploding Phoenix Splash. Beckett tries for a kick though, blocked by Ray. He's gonna throw her out onto the apron. Maybe getting a bit desperate here is SJ. Woo! And she's got a right to be with moves like that. Yesenia, guys, might be looking to lock in that modified sharpshooter again. Yes, she is. SJ Ray in trouble. Sharpshooter, middle of the ring. But is SJ gonna tap? Will SJ tap? No. Not while representing Japan. She ain't gonna give up. But my God. Chop, chop, and chop. Beckett's like a runaway train here. Can't be stopped. Gonna silence SJ Ray. 1, 2, kick out. Oh no, third time. Could be the charm, but SJ Ray does not want to lock it in. Counters the sharpshooter attempt. Woohoo! No, the attempt fails. And a super kick from SJ Ray stops that shit dead. And SJ might have a little submission of her own lined up here. For Cynthia Beckett could go that modified crossface. Beckett tries for a line detector, no lies detected though. Only truths from SJ Ray, elbows to the gut. Beckett, snapmare, sets her up, center of the ring. Now gonna bring SJ up onto one knee for a knee to the face. Ray immediately shoves her back though, and we see Beckett desperate to get herself up in the corner. SJ Ray on her though like a monkey on a cupcake, saying, where do you think you're going, darling? Headbutts now over and over. Just right back up like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Ate those headbutts, and now it's SJ who desperately seeks refuge in the corner. She's behind it. Repeated stops. Hey, if nothing else works, just stop your opponent until they're not moving anymore. Off the top, moonsault. That's gotta do it. Come on. Picture perfect moonsault. Cynthia Beckett advances in the World Cup to that triple threat match later on tonight. So it will be Cynthia Beckett from Mexico, De Nova from Puerto Rico. Who will be the final competitor? Will it be Sydney Mayhem for the US of A? Or will it be Quinn Bell for Ireland? What a match this was, though. And again, take into account the fact that Asinia Beckett was attacked before the match started by the Zero-G champion Madison Quinn. And then tell me, with a straight face, you're not impressed with Asinia Beckett. What a match and what a victory for this young woman. Undefeated still here in CMV. Putting together quite a streak. And I imagine SJ Ray not the only one mad about this outcome. Hubbard Madison Quinn as well, if I had to wager.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do my...
We have got ourselves a huge matchup coming up next, my friends, here on Shockwave number 170 live in high definition. With still a whole lot more to come, but baby, this triple threat match is not one you are going to want to miss, especially as it pertains to the Global Championship picture, guys, because Ahmed, Perry Heenan, and Quantum about to clash with the winner. Well, if nothing else, surely being at the front of the line when it comes to who might be next to challenge the Sin City Savior Cam Harris for his Global Championship, guys. It was, I mean, look, I think we can all agree, right? Let's keep it a buck here. Not many of us, myself included, thought Cam Harris was going to keep the Global Championship in Nolens, right? A fatal four-way match, a champion's worst nightmare, and he didn't even know going into the match who one of his three challengers would be. Ended up being Perry Heenan, who was the wild card. But Cam Harris, god damn it, he did it again, and I said, after he won that match, I would never doubt him again, and I will not until the day I die. Harris walked out of wild card, still the global champion. So now he's in need of a new challenger. Like I said, could very well be one of these three men. Quantum, guys, in a bid to prove that he can still get the job done all these years later. And as his true self, as he put it, came close last month when he challenged Cam Harris one-on-one. Came even closer in that fatal four match at Wild Card. Maybe the third time will be the charm if Quantum can earn the opportunity. Taking a deep breath, Quantum knowing we're on the road to Ascendance 14. I mean, it's do or die time for absolutely everyone. Man, woman, whether that be on Shockwave, Octane, it does not matter. This is when you go balls to the wall. This is when you give it your absolute all. Never a better time. Nobody knows that better than Quantum. And last but most certainly not least, a man, guys, who at Wild Card, the fate decided that it would be Perry Heenan's time to receive an opportunity to become world champion at last here in CMV. But despite being oh so very close, came up short. Did the pinfall. In fact, he was the one pinned by Cam Harris for him to retain the Global Championship. But Heenan, guys, he finally got a taste of that main event scene, of that World Championship picture, and now the Pitbull representing Cerberus, like a pitbull with a bone, ain't gonna be so easy to give it up. He's looking to prove he deserves another shot, and this time, instead of it being a luck of the draw situation, he wants to earn it, prove he deserves it. So here we go. Ahmed, Quantum, Perry, Heenan. Triple threat matchup, of course, means no countouts, no disqualifications. And just like it was at Wild Card, first fall will finish the match by pin or submission in the ring. And again, whereas the winner will surely take a step toward another opportunity against Cam Harris. The two losers, they shouldn't fret too much because they will be in a King of the Hill qualifier over these next 2 weeks. By the way, our first King of the Hill qualifier up next year on Shockwave, number 170. So Phoebe Rose win our first Queen of the Hill qualifier earlier. So Perry hitting to take a trip ringside. He might be the first one to try to introduce some weaponry, maybe not. Massive shot across the chest and Quantum there by the former Global Champion Ahmed, who wants his one-on-one rematch for the Global Championship. Heenan again going to go ringside. And this time he goes digging. He's going to grab himself a steel chair. No disqualifications, guys. I can't believe how close. I mean, all that Fatal 4 was wild. It's like I said, so many great matches at Wild Card. All three of these guys came so incredibly close to becoming Global Champion, but Harris, he eked it out. What a retention for the Sin City Savior. And I'm sure he's in the back right now watching this one closely because he knows the winner may very well be his next challenger. He knows he can beat Ahmed. He knows he can beat Quantum. He doesn't know if he can beat Perry Heenan one-on-one. He did pin him in that four-way, but one-on-one's a whole different picture. Now Perry Heenan grabbing a sledgehammer. Obviously, things have gotten pretty personal pretty quick between Ahmed and Quantum. Nice takedown there by the future man. Open palm strikes. Rolling right now as he picks up that sledgehammer. Doesn't get a chance to use it though. Ahmed knocking it out of his hands. Very impressive power display by Ahmed. Usually in any given matchup, Ahmed would enjoy a power advantage, but not really the case when he's sharing a ring with Perry Heenan. Knee to the gut. Catches that kick. Oop, turns around. Great takedown by the Egyptian Destroyer. I'm sure Pat LaFave would be out here if not for the fact that he was going to be in the corner of his newest client, Sydney Mayhem. Makes her debut. Still to come against Queen Bell in that final World Cup first round matchup. Fred's got himself a candlestick. Heated. Not going to let him use it. Irish whip on the rebound. Trying to run him down like a bus. But Ahmed instead with a pendulum backbreaker. Quantum's waiting patiently for his shot. Good punch there. Knife edge chop. And another note blocked by Ahmed. Quantum's a guy who's done just about all there is to do, guys, in CMV, and that's including headline Ascendance. Done it a couple of times. Won World Championship gold on the grandest stage of all. And I'm sure there's a part of Quantum that knows in the back of his mind, look, I certainly hope it's not the case, but he's getting up there in age. Like I said, he's done just about all there is to do. Downtime from Perry Heenan. Might have a one. Hang on, pause a second. Kick on it too. As I was saying, in the back of Quantum's mind, he's got to think, this might be my last Ascendance. And if that is going to be the case, he wants a big match. Slides back into the ring. Quantum, big punch. Cheeky jab. He's giving it to Barry Heenan here. Ooh, what a boot that was. Now off the ropes. Maybe going to try for a belly-to-belly. Gouges the eye. And here's vintage Ahmed with the trifecta of backbreakers to Quantum. Where the hell is Heenan gone here? He's grabbed the kendo stick. Ooh, and I think Ahmed may have been going for the Pyro clutch. Good news for Quantum. He's going to thank Barry Heenan by beating his ass into the corner. So where do you think you're going, buddy? In the clinch, giving him some nasty knees to the midsection. Now giving Quantum some fistfuls. Golly! Look at this old-timer throw hands. Knocked him out. This could do it. Kick out at 1. Quantum's got that kendo stick. He's going to go for Barry Heenan. Heenan, though, giving too much time to recover there in the corner. Grabs the Hall of Famer on the back of that, puts him up against the ropes. Back body drops him right out of the ring. See ya. Quantum, this could be the opportunity. Future shock DDT on the head of the sledgehammer. That was a perfect lineup. I don't even know if Quantum meant to do that. If I were him, I would try to pin Ahmed right now, but I digress. Looks like Quantum making a beeline from Barry Heenan. He's got that kendo stick again. Will he ever get the chance to actually use it, though? Throws him off to the side. Barry Heenan out. Unable to keep up with Ahmed. Elbow to the side of the head. Responds. There's Ahmed in kind. And the Egyptian dominator beating his chest like the gorilla that he is. Absolute beast of a man. I'm not going to play with Barry Heenan. See, I don't think this is smart. You don't tease a pit bull. Quantum. Get back into the ring. Vintage Heenan with the impaler DDT on the floor. Both men are now down. Perfect chance for Quantum here. He's going to grab the bull by the horns. Shatters that kendo stick over Harry Heenan. I mean, he is pretty hairy. Just take a look at him. I was going to say his hairy back. That's his brother, Harry Heenan. We're not talking about him. Oh, there's just shards of kendo stick all over the floor over there. Counter of the Irish whip. Down onto the floor again. Triple threat rules, so no countouts, but the match can't be won out here. Only by pin or submission in the ring. So one of these three guys prove themselves worthy of another dance with the global champion Cam Harris. They're just jockeying for control here. Ahmed gonna finally get there. Oh my God! Quantum's very lucky Ahmed did not direct that German suplex a few inches to the left there, because otherwise Quantum would have been sent careening into the steel steps. Irish whip reverse though. Ahmed says, screw this. He's getting back into the ring. And Heenan's ready for him. It's that pump handle Michinoku driver from the pit bull. Will it be enough? Quantum makes the save at 2. Now the future man going to try for an Irish whip reverse though, to send him out onto the apron. Yeeted back into the ring. Harsh landing that was for the old timer. But now it gets pulled into the bottom of the Thames. Drag this Quantum to the bottom of the Thames. Cameron Cray would be proud. But Quantum, the veteran he is, knows a way out of it. Well done. Over to the corner, Barry Heenan busted open. I think his head slammed off that top turnbuckle. Taking himself a little bit of a walk. Inside going back under that apron. This time a baseball bat. Ahmed a little bit busy. Doesn't see the shot coming. Trying to cross lower back and then a shot to the knee. Now a shot to the wrist. Barry Heenan's had his fun. The Pitbull. The sidewalk slam into the pin. That might do it. Quantum's out. 1, 2. Huge kick out. Quantum, the steal. Trying to sneak in the back door, but a kick out at 1. Oh my God, Ahmed can't catch a break. Time stamp! Quantum's gonna take it. Heenan on Dream Street at ringside. Wow! What a save by Perry Heenan. Talk about the very last second. Hadouken! The Pitbull blasted. Quantum's got the candlestick right across the ass of Ahmed. 1, 2, 3. Quantum picks up the win. Ahmed not happy about it. What a match. Well, Ahmed was obviously still reeling after this timestamp. The kendo stick shot to the ass, I think, may have just been the cream of the crop. Cherry on top, if you will. The future man has still got it, and we are on the road to Ascendance 14. Time to go big or go home. Quantum may have just earned himself another shot at Cam Harris's Global Championship. I, for one, would love to see them go at it again.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do my...
And here we go, my friends. 6 men in the ring. It is our first King of the Hill qualifier. Of course, earlier tonight, we had our very first Queen of the Hill qualified matchup, which was won by Phoebe Rose. Now, who will be the first man to punch his ticket to absolution? We're about to find out. Got some heavy hitters, literally and figuratively, in that ring. How about former world champion, future Hall of Famer Bob Luger? There's Owen O'Rourke stinking up the joint. I mean that literally. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's probably on his 50th shower following that dumpster match with Emmett Jones at Wildcard. Very great matchup though, our very first ever dumpster match. Surprisingly, Emmett Jones did indeed dump Big Ginger in that smelly dumpster though to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Now O'Rourke trying to bounce back by eliminating Reese Matthews here perhaps. By the way, how about Reese wearing some actual gear? Looks like maybe taking a step up in the world. Taking the criticism of the bromancers to heart. He may have won the lawsuit at Wildcard. But perhaps Beautiful Bo truly won. Because now Reese Matthews has ditched the boxers he's been wearing since he came back, and actually this looks like his old attire. I feel like I definitely remember Reese Matthews wearing this exact attire for some time. A little bit of a throwback. I'm surprised he fits it. It looks like he's also lost some weight. We haven't actually seen him in action in a couple of weeks. He looks good, don't get me wrong. He's making some great progress. Oh, and working a sick-looking running sit-out powerbomb there. Who else do we got? We got, of course, representing Cerberus, Brian Dynamic, and his former tag team partner, Nathan White. And then where this will advance to Absolution, guys, to compete in the King of the Hill match. A world championship opportunity to send this 14 hanging in the balance. For all that Bob Luger has accomplished on his CMV career, I don't even think he's ever even been in a King of the Hill match. That would be yet another accolade added to an already overflowing resume. Look at the team up here by former enemies. Nathan White and Owen O'Rourke. And there's Brian Dynamic, our very first casualty. That had to feel good for Reese Matthews after the beef they had earlier this season. Down to 5 is Nathan White. Very risky. Go up the top rope like that in the matchup. This could sleep and end up eliminating yourself. Bob Luger, though, instead of ram you to the corner, chuck him off to the side. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Obviously, Team Luger not having a very good time in Nolens. That wild card losing that Tornado Trios match to the Arsenal of Tailcoat Val. But Luger knows one thing, it's to not dread or not hang around on the past, instead focus on the future, get back to work. And perhaps Luger, as I was just talking about with Quantum, I certainly hope it's not the case, but you never know when you get to Luger's age, when you've been competing for as long as he has, done everything you have done, this could be Bob Luger's last ascendance. I'm sure he would love to be world champion one final time. Reese going to try to eliminate him. These are obviously the two, no doubt, biggest hitters in this matchup. Both former world champions, Bob Luger and Reese Matthews. Luger is hanging on. He's going to fight his way back into the ring. Meanwhile, Nathan White trying to sucker in beautiful Bo. Unable to get $420,000 from Reese Matthews. But maybe he can qualify for the King of the Hill match. Big Ginger, the biggest man in this match. Oh, Nathan White has been eliminated, as has Reese Matthews, just like that. 2 men down, and we are left with just 3. Beautiful Bo, Owen O'Rourke, and Bob Luger might be down to 2. Help him, Bo! But I don't think Bo wants to get anywhere near Owen O'Rourke right now. He stinks. Luger is eliminated! The final 2, beautiful Bo, Owen O'Rourke, who is going to Absolution, whether Bo likes it or not. If he wants to be in the King of the Hill match, he's going to have to take Owen O'Rourke here. As stinky as he may be, but Big Ginger going to use it to his advantage. Oh, beautiful Bo. Got on too much baby oil. He's too slippery. And he's going to go deep. Deeper than he's ever gone before. Beautiful Bo is going to Absolution. Yes! Yes! Score 1 for beauty. Some justice in the world after the injustice we all witnessed at Wildcard. Beautiful Bo qualifies for the King of the Hill match. That was a real Beauty and the Beast situation. But luckily for us all, true beauty won the day. I love it. $1 million smile. Beautiful Bo will be the first man to punch his ticket to Puerto Rico. Oh, he would be the sexiest king in the history of the world. Give it to us, Bo. Give it to us.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. He say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him.
And here we go, my friends. Time it is for our final World Cup Tournament opening round matchup. We've already seen both Isinya Beckett and Denova advance that triple threat match later on tonight. Who will be the final woman to join them? We are about to find out. It's America against Ireland. And Pat LaFave's newest client, representing Cerberus, Sydney Mayhem. Get a look at this gal. My word. You can sharpen your knives on those abs, for crying out loud. This is a mean-looking gal. Pat LaFave said that he found Sydney Mayhem beating the hell out of a poor boxing coach at his local gym. That's how he discovered this young woman. And what a debut opportunity here in this World Cup tournament to represent the US of A and to potentially earn a World Championship opportunity your first night. Easier said than done, though, considering who she has to go up against. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So far, we've seen the rookies overcome the veterans. That was the case for Denova defeating Amber Briggs, and certainly for Isinya Beckett knocking off SJ Ray. Will it be 3 for 3, or can Quinn Bell turn things around for the OGs? A former world champion, no doubt about it, a future Hall of Famer. Quinn Bell returning only a couple weeks ago after a little vacay, and wants to be a world champion again. Well, here's her chance. Representing Ireland, the Rebel Queen. We're going to welcome this rookie to Shockwave with a botchplex. Sydney Mayhem, Quinn Bell. So we've got Mexico, we've got Puerto Rico in that triple threat match. Will it be America or Ireland that joins them? That will favor at one side. As his newest investment has a rough start, responds with a vicious knee to the face. And now some stomps to the downed Quinn Bell, just circling her like a great white shark in the deep blue sea smells that blood. And still to come, my friends. We, of course, have that triple threat match to determine who at Ferocity will challenge for the Divine Championship. In our main event, it's the Divine Championship on the line. Who will defend the Divine Championship at Ferocity in San Juan, Puerto Rico? Rubi Ritell challenges Brina Storey off the top. Sydney Mayhem with an elbow to the chest and into the pin. That'll be a kick out at 2. Quinn Bell to her feet. We are now officially on the road to Ascendance 14. Quinn Bell has headline descendants for the Vixens Championship. Ascendance 4 fought Jade Divine. So many other accolades Quinn Bell has amassed over her career. Many years here in CMV. Like I said, she's out to become world champion one final time. Just chopping the hell out of each other here. I love it. Sydney saying you ain't hitting very hard. Pat LaFave trying to get involved. Looks like he's sort of their chairs, but I never saw them do it though. They'll knock each other out. We might have a no contest. I guess in that case, neither of them would advance to the triple threat match. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Mayhem now from the second rope looks for maybe a Superwoman punch of some kind, but Quinn Bell had it well scouted. Now gets her into the corner. And those long legs, guys, of Quinn Bell coming to use. Trying to choke out Sydney here. Pat LaFave telling us Sydney Mayhem, second generation wrestler. Her father, a local legend where she's from, but never amounted to much. Pat LaFave said that won't be the same for Sydney. He's going to make sure her name is known worldwide. Right at the feet of Pat LaFave, Quinn Bell falls. As Sydney introduces herself to the CMV universe, I love what I'm seeing so far. I'm just going to wait very patiently if Quinn Bell can even get back up. Oh, well, now impatient is Mayhem going to track Quinn Bell down here at ringside. Knee to the face. You can see Sydney Mayhem not wearing knee pads as most competitors do. Now that certainly makes her knee strikes more lethal. At the same time, though, no protection. She sort of decided to go for her knees. It's a double-edged sword. You got to decide whether or not it's worth it. Obviously, it is for Sydney Mayhem. Oh, right in the side of the steel steps. All the way around the ring, apparently. Quinn Bell being nice enough to give Sydney Mayhem a tour of the Shockwave Arena. On the count of 9 here, have until 20 to get back into the ring. Like I said, I really hope I didn't jinx it. This is going to be a double count out here. Knee to the midsection by Mayhem. He's now going to throw Quinn Bell back into the ring. Thankfully, this one will not be ending in a count out. Sydney stalking Quinn Bell here, but what is she looking for? Debuting Mayhem. Oh man! With a spike! Right to the throat of Quinn Bell! Shockingly, obviously to Sydney Mayhem, most of all, able to kick out is the veteran. That was disgusting though, man. That spike directly to the throat. And Mayhem is not letting up either. All over Quinn Bell here in the corner. Trying for a kick. Quinn Bell tries to act fast, but obviously not fast enough. Elbow straight down to the midsection. Trying to create some room. Drop kick. Gonna try for a pin. I would call this a desperate attempt by Quinn Bell, and it's not gonna pay off. She is shocked. Sydney kicks out at 1. Quinn Bell can't believe it. But believe it she must. Drag now into the corner. Quinn Bell gonna put her up top. Bad place to be. This is vintage Quinn Bell. She's looking for that superplex. Taken for a ride. Woo! Into the pin. Will Quinn Bell advance for Ireland? Kick out at 2.5. Not though, no, you know what it is. Quinn Bell looking for the box flex, countered into a small package, what a reversal! And almost steals it to Sydney Mayhem. Oh, but she's not done. Sydney playing with Quinn Bell. Spinning backwards. I think I saw one of Quinn's front teeth go flying out. And here comes a barrage of backbreakers from Mayhem. Devastating. Into the pin. Does that do it? 1, 2. Be resilient as always, Quinn Bell, guys, but how much longer can she last with this onslaught of Sydney Mayhem? Fights her out of the corner. They try to send her off the ropes on the rebound. Quinn Bell gives the big boot. Sydney, though, did her homework. Watch tape. She knew it was coming. Again, Quinn Bell, though, with an elbow. Saves herself, but taken down. Brutal STO there by Mayhem. Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Sydney. Oh, no. Repeated spikes. God damn. That was like 10 of them. Right to Quinn Bell's throat. 1, 2, 3. Sydney Mayhem. Fucking vicious. Well, I guess if one doesn't get the job done, just use 10 of them. That's the lesson to be learned here. Sydney Mayhem for the US of A advances to the triple threat match, and what a debut. Now I understand why Pat LaFave has recruited this young woman, defeating a former world champion in her debut. So it will be Sydney Mayhem for the US of A, Yesenia Beckett for Mexico, and DeNova for Puerto Rico later on tonight in that triple threat match. Oh, ref, you better be careful. You might get one too. Get the hell out of there! Pat LaFave more than pleased. And why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for.
I can't get over that. I hope Quinn Bell's going to be okay. She might need to borrow a neck brace from Toyota Camry if he's got one to spare. But coming up next, Big Jeremy Barmore in action. Still to come, we got that triple threat match as well as our main event for the Divine Championship. Rubi Ritell challenging Brina Storey. And obviously, guys, Barmore returning to CMV with a win against Romeo Stone a couple of weeks ago. A very impressive performance after a couple of months away. And obviously impressive enough, guys, to make Pat LaFave take notice. He attempted to recruit Jeremy Barmore to Cerberus, but Barmore, guys, refused. Said that if he's finally going to make it to the top of CMV, he wants to do it on his own. Shot down Pat LaFave's offer, guys. LaFave said that was a mistake. He told Barmore that he would rue the day he turned down that $1 million offer. But I love this focus from Barmore. I mean, I've been saying for years he has all the potential in the world come on now, to be a world champion, and he's had opportunities. He's had world championship matches throughout his career. But when the lights are on brightest, he's never going to get the job done. Those opportunities always slip through his fingers. Barmore said he's back, and for the first time, he's not going to join any groups. He doesn't want any tag team partners. He wants to be on his own. He wants to finally make it to the mountaintop. He wants to be a world champion. Well, this should be a very interesting match, to say the least. Jeremy Barmore going up against one half of Citrus Blast, the Lemon Kid. A clash of styles, if ever there were to be one. So it's the Lemon Kid, his speed and agility against the power of Jeremy Barmore. And I won't say I don't like the odds of the Lemon Kid, but I don't like the odds of the Lemon Kid. However, hot start with a whirlybird head scissors to the workhorse, who doesn't have nothing to show for his career here in CMB. He's multi-time champion, just never a world champion. At this point, you know, we used to have a Mount Rushmore of superstars who maybe should have won the world championship, but never did. At this point, a lot of those names have been checked off. Peter Thompson was on there at one point. Barmore might kind of stand alone at this point. But like I was talking about before, I appreciate this determination. I think this might be the season for Barmore. I'm calling it right now. I think that Barmore will be a world champion by the end of this season. I'm gonna bet you right now my last pair of shorts. I believe in Jeremy Barmore. Right now, the Lemon Kid just trying to do what he can to chip away at this massive man. Elbow right upside the head. No hair to grab. With some elbows to the midsection. Uh-oh, Barmore might be looking for a power bomb. Or perhaps instead a snake eyes. Rattling the Lemon Kid, he's able to pop off with that kick to the midsection. Irish whip, no, countered. And rammed into that corner with ease. As if a rag doll thrown overhead. So powerful. Might just be the most powerful man in all of CMB. I know that's a bold claim to make. I think if we had ourselves a strongman contest, Barmore would win it. Reeled it in right there. DDT by the Lemon Kid. He's down. He can't take advantage. Lemon Kid hurting. Of course, from Lucha Libre Magica. Alongside Lime Boy, Citrus Blast. Have definitely captured the hearts and minds of the CM universe. Fan favorites. Not denying that, but obviously, well, the record speaks for itself so far. They only have one win between them. That was Lime Boy defeating Bob Luger very shockingly earlier this season. Lemon Kid, though, might look to make it 2 wins. Barmore able to give him the sidestep there in the corner, though. Irish whip on the rebound. Drops down. Tries to get another belly to belly. Lemon Kid said the last one was good enough. Thank you very much. But there's that power again. And Lemon Kid is not a small guy. I mean, he's not the biggest. Look at the athleticism is unreal. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm talking about. Barmore for a man his size, it should be impossible for him to do something like that. A standing shooting star headbutt. Big punch. The Lemon Kid with a code breaker. But again, Lemon Kid is gassed. Somebody get him a W stat. Barmore over to the ropes. Slowly back to his feet as the Lemon Kid dumped out of the ring, though. And now Barmore dropping a knee across the back. Woo! Not just one. Hang on. The hat-trick gutted suplexes from the workhorse, just tossing him about like a pancake. And then a spine buster on the floor. Damn, what did Lemon Kid do to you? But look at that. From his back, Lemon Kid with a head scissors. Gonna try to get Big Barmore back into the ring, and he does. The count of 5. Maybe gonna go to the top. Well, second rope. This could be bad news for Jeremy Barmore. Takes that dive, though. Another Hurricane Rana. Feeding off the energy of these fans, like I said. They're favorites in the CM universe. Lining him up. Oh, Barmore says, get that shit out of here. And a Barmore to belly. Just like that. 1, 2. Okay, Lemon Kid showcasing a bit of resolve. Barmore's going to drag him up into the corner. Lemon Kid's got a few elbows for him, though, to the midsection. Now a springboard. Well, thanks for trying, kid. You tried. There was an attempt. Spinning slow kick again. Lemon Kid looking at the fans here to keep him going. He is just missing all of his shots right now. There we go. Make up for it. Tanahashi clothesline and a drop kick to the side of the head. Lemon Kid has got to work on his cardio. He needs to hit up Bob Luger, man. Get on that Luger protein because every move he hits, he can barely get back up. I feel like I could outrun Lemon Kid. I could probably beat him in a sprint. Irish whip, Barber going to put a stop to that, sends him into the corner. Oh no! And through the damn canvas! World's strongest slam, count to 1,000. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. He say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, said my attitude is kinda spicy. I told him that's the price, boy, ain't it pricey? It is. Stepping out the truck with the pink lip gloss. So them girls how to play like a real big boss. He tryna lock it down, but I love my space. Leaving lipstick marks on his regular plates. Pink neon lights, so we glow in the dark. Got the motor running, boy, I'm starting to spark. They can try to clone, but I'm one of one. We just out here chilling, having double the fun. I'm a premium flavor, you can't get on tap. Put my name in the center, a Hollywood map. Got the baseline bouncing like a trampoline. Pure sugar rush, if you know what I mean. Sweet and sour every single hour, yeah. Got the sweetness, but I hold the power, yeah. You wanna sip, better get in line. Cherry flavor looking so divine. 1, 2, 3, let's bring it back. Let's drink it up. Pop it fast. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me his lifesaver, do myself a favor. Let's bring it back. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Do myself a favor. 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 Cha-ching. Do myself a favor. Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor.
All right, here we are. We're back, my friends. Sorry for that minor interruption there, but Jeremy Barmore still celebrating his win. Wait a minute! Quran Cook with a kendo stick has just laid out Barmore and looking dapper, might I say, while doing it. But guys, Pat LaFave warned Barmore he would rue the day that he refused to join Cerberus. Well, I guess this is what he must have been talking about. Quran Cook taking Barmore out with that kendo stick. Hardly had any time, only 5 minutes to celebrate his victory. Quran Cook ran a little bit late. He was too busy looking for a tight enough turtleneck, I guess. Don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never drain in my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Bling. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, said my attitude is kinda spicy. I told him that's the price, boy, ain't it pricey? It is. Stepping out the truck with the pink lip gloss. So them girls how to play like a real big boss. He tryna lock it down, but I love my space. Leaving lipstick marks on his regular plates. Pink neon lights, so we glow in the dark. Got the motor running, boy, I'm starting to spark. They can try to clone, but I'm one of one. We just out here chilling, having double the fun. I'm a premium flavor, you can't get on tap. Put my name in the center, a Hollywood map. Got the baseline bouncing like a trampoline. Pure sugar rush, if you know what I mean. Sweet and sour every single hour. Yeah, got the sweetness, but I hold the power. Yeah, you wanna sip, better get in line. Cherry flavor looking so divine. 1, 2, 3, let's bring it back. Let's drink it up. Pop it fast. Cherry soda, cherry.
All right, my fine feathered friends, here we are, our co-main event of the evening. Of course, still to come, our main event Divine Championship on the line, as Rubi Ritell will challenge Brina Storey, and the winner of that will defend the Divine Championship, guys, against the winner of this triple threat match in just a few weeks, live from San Juan at Ferocity, our annual all-women events. And if you had told me that these would be the 3 women competing in this #1 contenders match, I honestly would have been shocked. Because all 3 of these women beat established veterans in order to qualify for this triple threat match right here tonight. And as Senia Beckett, guys, representing, of course, Mexico in this World Cup tournament. She has had a rough night, man. Got attacked by Madison Quinn, then had a hard-hitting affair with S.J. Ray. But the job's not done. One more step before punching her ticket to Puerto Rico. Well, guys, how about the ruthlessness exhibited by this young woman earlier tonight against Quinn Bell, representing the United States with, of course, Pat LaFave, the silver-tongued devil, in her corner. Sydney Mayhem showed that she is not afraid to cross lines if it means victory. I got a report that Quinn Bell had to be taken to a local hospital after what Sydney Mayhem did to her earlier tonight in their match. Hopefully she'll be okay. We'll get further updates for you. But if I were a Sydney Beckett and Nova, I might not even want to get into the ring with Sydney Mayhem. And last but certainly not least, guys, for DeNova, this would surely mean the most to potentially compete in her hometown in front of her friends and family. San Juan, Puerto Rico, DeNova, I'm sure is about ready to give it her all to earn this opportunity. Triple threat matchup, no countouts, no disqualifications. First fall finishes the match by pin or submission in the ring. And the winner will indeed, at Ferocity, receive a Divine Championship match. Whether that be against Rubi Ritell or Brina Storey, we will see up next for our main events. DeNova probably had the toughest match of these three women. Against the hard-hitting Amber Graves, got busted open, jacked up her nose. Looks like she's been patched up well enough by the docs, though. No matter what, we're going to have a dark horse competing for the Divine Championship. These three women, largely unknown, have never received a World Championship opportunity here in CMV, obviously. DeNova, funny enough, is the veteran of these three. She's been here since the start of this new season. Beckett only arrived a few weeks ago. Sydney Mayhem debuted tonight. So let's get it on. Sydney Mayhem is Sydney Beckett. DeNova, who is going to Ferocity. Again, no countouts, no disqualifications. First one to win by pin or submission in the ring. Earns that Divine Championship opportunity. And I think if Sydney Beckett and DeNova got the right idea to team up on Sydney Mayhem here, that's what I would do. But the plan not coming to fruition as Mayhem immediately lays out Beckett, who's stomped. There, though, on the floor. Remember, guys, these three women have already gone through matches tonight. I don't expect this one to go very long, but then again, you never know what will happen. No disqualification. And DeNova gonna grab a kendo stick, put it to use against Mayhem here at ringside. No countouts. Can stay out here as long as they want. That must have been the same kendo stick Quinton Cook just used to take out Jeremy Barmore. Pretty useful tool here tonight. Up onto the shoulders. Ooh! TKO on the floor as well. If this were falls coming in, that might be enough to do it right there, but Pat LaFave not going to try to create some distance here. He ain't moving. He says, this is my spot. Work around me. Mayhem gonna make the ring her own. Looks like DeNova coming straight for her. Big punch. Uh-oh, what's Pat LaFave up to? Well, he can do as he pleases. No disqualifications. He just took off that top turnbuckle cover. And immediately Mayhem uses it. Slamming DeNova face first off that steel. Now from Brett's rope, Mayhem with an elbow with DeNova. I don't know how they're going to cover that quickly. Gets out of the way. This definitely seems like a handicap match, the way Beckett and DeNova are trying to work together. But again, that's not a half-bad plan. Only one woman can win this match, though. And Sydney Mayhem, who already hospitalized a CMV legend here tonight, might look to do the same to DeNova. Into the pin. And a kick out at 2. And a half. Damn, that was close. Sydney Mayhem looks like she's got eyes for a Sydney Beckett here. Oh, what a spine buster! 1, 2. I thought that was going to do it. I thought this one was going to be over already. What a kick out by Beckett. And another candlestick, just what we needed. Genova, not the time. Candlestick across the lower back. And now a shot to the chest of Beckett as well. Jammed in here. Not too often you see a candlestick used like that. Where the hell is Mayhem going? To the top. My God, body splash landed in a way I had never seen before. Instead of more horizontally, she landed like, I don't even know, or rushing vertically. Genova trying to bring a steel chair into the equation. Pele kick. Honestly, a body splash hit like that might be more effective. I don't know why more people don't try to hit it like that. Target the entire body. I mean, probably because there's higher chance of you knocking heads and just straight up knocking yourself out, I guess. Now that I think about it. Genova with the kendo stick. Gonna try for the pin, but Mayhem back up in time to break it up. Not even a 1 count there. As Genova gets sent into the corner, gets up that knee though. Back to work on Beckett. Sydney Mayhem representing the United States. Sydney Beckett for Mexico. Genova for Puerto Rico. Got that candlestick again. Right to the gut, jammed it. Into Sydney's gut. She's going to go to Pat LaFave for some words of wisdom, maybe. Frog splash. Genova into the pin. 1, 2. Sydney Mayhem blessing the resiliency of Beckett right now. Moonsault into the pin. Mayhem going to be able to break that up again. Not even a 1 count. Edge to the gut. Genova. Ooh, comes back to bite. Mayhem does that exposed turnbuckle. She just went into it chest first. And now a tornado kick. Genova not finished. But that candlestick Beckett knocked out of her hands. Great combo into a Russian leg sweep. Nothing too crazy, but definitely effective. Now Beckett has that candlestick. Gonna go for a pin. Mayhem still down. Will Beckett advance to ferocity? Kick out at 1. Beckett now going all the way to the top for that imploding Phoenix splash, guys. Mayhem didn't even recover after the tornado head kick Genova hit her with. Great counter there. Genova going to try to roll her up. Genova, will she advance to ferocity? Oh, what a counter! Get up, Mayhem! Counter again! But Mayhem breaks it up. Genova with an 8-second right on the chair! Face first on the chair! She's got it! That's gotta do it! 1, 2! Kick out! Slammed her face first down onto a steel chair, and Sydney Mayhem just kicked out. That is one tough down. Oh no, candlestick, but Genova moves quick enough to avoid it. Now she's gonna take that candlestick. Mayhem avoids it, looks for a big super kick. Oh, shatters the candlestick over her midsection. And again for the pin. 1, 2, 3, Genova is going to ferocity in front of her friends, in front of her family. What an opportunity for this young woman. Genova for Puerto Rico wins the World Cup tournament. And now she's got herself a Divine Championship opportunity at Ferocity. The question is, who will she be challenging? Rubi Ritell or Brina Storey? We find out up next in our main event. It was truly meant to be. Talk about stars aligning.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze.
All right, my friends, so now we know who the challenger will be for the Divine Championship at Ferocity. But who will be the defending champion? That question gets answered right now. It's main event time here on Shockwave number 170, live in high definition. Woo! And Rubi Ritell, a two-time women's world champion, looks to become the first ever woman to hold both the Women's World Championship and the Divine Championship. Ritell, who made the challenge a few weeks ago. Brina Storey accepting last episode of Shockwave after defeating Rubi Ritell's tag team partner Alexia Diamond. So here we go. This will be Brina Storey's first defense of the Divine Championship since, of course, winning it back in Paris, defeating Danielle Davis in that 3 stages of hell match. Has been a great champion so far, a fighting champion. On one hell of a winning streak is Brina Storey that Rubi Ritell looks to break here tonight. No joke for a first challenger. And I know that Brina Storey knows that. It isn't underestimating Rubi Ritell in any sort of way. Not to say that she isn't competent. I know Brina Storey is. This could be a hell of a match right here. This could be a match of the year contender, I got a feeling. Brina Storey, what a first year she's had here in CMV. Bursted onto the scene alongside B. Barrett, winning the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup, becoming Women's Tag Team Champion, having a hell of a reign. And is the true story of never giving up. Because Brina Storey didn't win that Divine Championship her first attempt. It took her a good few tries before she finally beat Danielle Davis to become champion. Because Brina never surrendered. She never allowed those losses to hold her back. But now Brina understands the true hard work begins. As the champion, can she keep that championship? When you've got the likes of CMV veterans and Rubi Ritell calling you out. A two-time women's world champion. And I know Rubi Ritell has been desperate to redeem herself after losing the Women's World Championship at the end of last season in Las Vegas to Isabella Almas. Brina Storey simply worked too hard. I told her earlier tonight, I asked, are you nervous about this event? She said, of course I am. But you know I'm going to give it my all. I said, I worked too hard to finally win this championship. I'll be damned if I lose it in my very first defense. Rubi Ritell, Brina Storey, our main event for the Divine Championship. The winner will defend against DeNova, we now know, in just a few weeks in San Juan at Ferocity. Huge opportunity and certainly privilege in and of itself to defend World Championship gold at our yearly all-women event. But guys, don't forget, we are now officially on the road to Ascendance 14. Now, what would it mean for Brina Storey to walk into the biggest show in CMV history as a world champion? It would mean the world. And then there's a long way to go between now and Ascendance 14. It's going to get bumpy. The road will be rough. There's going to be a lot of hurdles to overcome. Brina Storey knows that. Can she overcome the first here tonight? Big knees to the face by Ritell. And now just blasts her in the face with that big boot. But a quick kick to the side of the head. Now keep in mind, guys, champ's advantage. Brina won't even risk it. It looks like, oh no, go to the top. The champion with a big risk early on. Lucky for her, it pays off. Swanton bomb across the back of Ritell. As I was about to say, though, champion's advantage in full effect means that Rubi Ritell cannot win the championship if this match ends by countout or disqualification. Only by pinning or submitting. Brina Storey in the ring. Can Rubi Ritell leave her tonight as the new Divine Champion? Obviously a huge week coming up on Octane. We know Remy Martin will defend the CMV Championship against Bloody Justice. But right now, Brina Storey looks to set the pace for world champions. Entitled defenses this week to the top. Brina. Watch, I already looking for the monumental moonsault, but instead, with a missile drop kick. Maybe the greatest missile drop kick I have ever seen. Off the rope she goes, trying for a drop kick to the ass, but Rubi Ritell's seen it coming. That's veteran instinct. Now she's got it on the arm. Good escape. Forearm smash. Spins her around. Hang on. Irish whip. Out onto the apron. Hangs on to Storey. Big punches here. Third one gets caught. A springboard drop kick. Boots to the mush. And into the pin to retain. 1, 2. But a kick out. Notch in the belt it would be for Brina Storey to say her first defense is against someone the caliber of Rubi Ritell. Irish whip, off the ropes. Woo! She done. Brina Storey sleeping. She just got slept. But apparently, oh my God, Rubi Ritell getting vicious with it. He's busted open. Brina's been busted open. But the champ is still standing. Oh, look at the blood. I can't really tell where she's been cut because of her bangs. But I can see the blood pouring down the side of her face there. Oh no, Ritell. The forearm right to the back of the head. And Rubi is loving every second of this. Brina Storey, on the other hand, she is looking rough ever since that pop-up forearm smash, baby. This has been completely one-sided. Oh, but there we go. A little bit of life for the champ. Takes a step back. Full skim ahead. Back into the ring, but walks right into that combo. Ritell on the apron now. Maybe looking to fly. A springboard European uppercut goes nowhere as Storey gives her the sidestep. Irish whip on the rebound. Brina gonna drop down. Pele kick! Not gonna go for the pin though. Is that a mistake? We're about to find out. I think Brina wants to get her off into the corner, but Rubi with some elbows to the gut wall, missed that head kick. Gonna try again, the double tap. Make sure she's dead. But kick out at one. Brina Storey just kicked out at one. And Rubi with a slight moment of shock. But right back to work, the veteran, the two-time Women's World Champion, looking for that stop! Brina Storey been on the receiving end of that before. 1, 2! A second away from crowning a new Divine Champion. Guys, that cut is getting real bad. Brina Storey is beginning to gush blood, but somehow, still, fight left in the champion. Lucha King's drop kick. There is blood all over the canvas, but Brina, whatever she has left, monumental moonsault into the pin. 2.999. Brina looking back like you gotta be joking. But a joke it is not. This one continues. What a match. Brina is just leaving a trail of blood all over the ring canvas. But will all this blood loss be worth it? She can leave here tonight still the Divine Champion. Super kick! These two no strangers to each other. They fought at Ascendance 13 for the Women's Tag Team Championship. What a kick from Rubi! Oh my God. My heart skipped a beat right there. Guys, the fact is the ref might have to stop this match. Look at the blood that Brina Storey is losing. Desperate for refuge out there on the apron. Rubi knocking her to the floor. I don't know why she would do this though. Can't win the championship by count out. This is a huge risk to take. Oh, what a kick. What a kick. The blood just spurts from out of Brina's forehead onto the floor. And Rubi is merciless. Look, you can't blame Rubi Ritell. She's got to take advantage. Why wouldn't she? Brina can hardly stand. Ritell is ripping her apart, guys. This is getting borderline hard to watch. And again, Rubi knows she can't win the title at ringside. She's got to throw Brina back into the ring. Oh, but a boot there by Brina snuck it in. Brina closes in. Super kick of her own. Ritell, though, is quick to retreat into the corner. That might be just where Brina Storey wants her, though. Irish whip counters. Brina grabs her face first into that middle turnbuckle. Things are not looking good for the defending champion, guys. Brina is losing a lot of blood. Can she clutch against a veteran as dangerous as Rubi Ritell? Standing moonsault gets avoided. Oh no, and that leaves a clear opening for Ritell. Springboard lays her out. And now Rubi off the ropes. Looks for a belly to belly maybe, but Ritell battled back with a plethora of punches. Squashed. That wheelbarrow attempt with a knee to the face. Brina trying to get the hell out of there, but there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Rubi Ritell! Whoa, what a counter! I think Ritell was looking for the stomp. She was looking for the stomp again, and look at this perfect setup! Monumental moonsault! Got up the knees, no! Ritell got the knees! What a match! Brina takes it a space! Drop kick to the chest! In a desperate play! Brina Storey hooks the leg. 2.999999999999999 double bounce moonsault. Might not be monumental, but it's still effective. And to the top again. What now from Brina Storey? Missile drop kick. Thwarted, but a punch to the gut and a knee. Goes behind, tries to roll up, not for the pin. Ends the Guri, both women down. This is awesome. What a main event. And Brina Storey saying, where the hell do you think you're going? Not so fast. Slams her. Face first off the apron, and now some repeated stomps. The exposed hand. Look at Brina just bleeding all over Ruby. This is insane. Oh, come on. Rubi Ritell gets up the knees. Did I say this would be match of the year contender, or did I? It's over. Get her back in the ring. Sunny side down on the floor. It's over. You gotta be joking me. You gotta be pulling my leg. Where is Brina getting this from? This is unreal. Covered in her own blood. Oh no, 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 no. Don't tell me. After this incredible match is gonna end by a count out. The ref's trying to be lenient. She's at 8. Don't do it, Brina. Don't do it this way, Brina. Brina Storey. I mean, I can't say it. Oh, what? She had the chance to retain my counter, but Brina said, fuck that shit. Brina Storey said, fuck that. Take this. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's my divine champion. What a fucking match. Oh no, oh no. No, don't do this, Ruby. Not after such a classic. But it looks like the veteran might be thinking twice, and Brina offers respect to the veteran. Ruby relents. That's what I like to see. Match of the year contender with some sportsmanship on top. Brina Storey is still your divine champion.